Welcome to Outdoor Madness, everyone. Kerry Clark here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. So today, we're coming to you guys from American Honda. That's right, American Honda Motor Corporation in Torrance, California. What's neat about this place is they got a big showroom. Yeah, they got a big showroom inside. And they've got cars. They have their motors on display. Motorcycles. Pretty cool place. I've always wanted to come here. And this year I'm trying to get Honda on board with me and start doing reviews on some of their side-by-sides, their ATVs. So this is the first step here. So let's go in here and let's take a look at some of the goodies that they have. Let's go. So if you guys watched the Supercross race last week, Hunter Lawrence got second place. And they've already got his picture up here posted, which I think is pretty cool. So you see how they're keeping up to date with everything, but that's nice. All right, let's take a walk over here first. So check out this Honda Civic, you guys, 1986. Look at this thing. Now, this is what I remember. Honda pilots. Hey, Charles, remember yours?
Werewolf, this is Iron Horse. I've got a bogey at 2 o'clock. Let's get him, Iron Horse. Pick him up, Werewolf. I've lost him in the sun. He's coming around my tail. This bogey's all over me. I've got trouble, Iron Horse. I got him, Werewolf. He's broken off. Look at him run.
Test drive a pilot. It's your Honda pilot dealer.
I think we got trouble, Iron Horse.
My buddy Chuck used to have one of those. Those things were awesome. Every once in a while you'll see them around, but those things are classics now. 2-stroke motor in the back. I think it was a 350cc single cylinder. And radiator in the back. And those things were awesome. Still remember those. Go down the line, 1989. That's what it is, Pilot. It's a 1989 Honda Pilot, this one back here. But pretty cool. 1995 Acura CLX concept right here. I think it's neat, though, when you can come in to places like this. And, you know, with Honda, that's the thing about them. They make cars. They make motorcycles. They make jets. You know, I thought Kawasaki made a lot of stuff. And they do. But it's just neat to see the different manufacturers and, you know, what they build. It's neat, especially for me. I'm a gearhead. Been into motorcycles for so long. Ever since I was a kid, you know. Check this thing out right here. Six-cylinder motor. Huge. (2004) RVT 1000RR. RC51, man. So this is a V, I think it's a V-twin. Yeah, I think it's a V-twin. HRC. Showa suspension. You guys remember the Woodpecker? I remember when Woody was everywhere. Even on the motocross teams, back when Ricky Carmichael was racing for those guys. CBR 900RR 1997 Nice. Move on down the line. I remember when these things were everywhere. CBR 600. These things were rocket ships. Kawasaki had the Ninja 600. And this is a 1991. Move down the line. Oval piston 1992 NR 750. Wow, this is cool. What about this? You guys remember that? It just moved, but there's the Elsinore. We're gonna go around to another side. On the other side over there, and they've got the Elsinore over there too. If any of you guys used to race back in the day when Indian Dunes was around, I think they were in Valencia, but I used to go out there all the time, and I still remember going there one time, and it was after the Elsinore had just came out, and they were everywhere, man. 125, 250, they were all over the place. But yeah, it's cool to see the collection like this. Magna had a buddy named JD. He had one of those. V45 Magna. How about this? You guys remember the Interceptor? I do. I remember all these bikes, man. Honda Interceptor, man. These things were unbelievable. Man, have times changed. 1983. Here's the MB5. This was a two-stroke, single cylinder. I remember that. 1982. Then we moved down to the CBX, six-cylinder. Check this out, you guys. Massive. Nothing but motor. Super Sport, 1981. That's crazy. And we move around here. I had one of these. So my mom's sister had one of these that they used to take camping. It's a Honda Express. She rode it one time and she crashed on it, got rid of it, gave it to me. I'll never forget, man. She didn't know what she was doing. She slid out and fell on it. But yeah, the Honda Express, that's something else Honda made. Keep going down the line here. Here's a 504. They also made a 404. I don't know if they're going to have this here, but one of my buddies, Terry, he had a 404 rocket ship. Now, how about this, you guys? You remember these? 1970 ATC 90. Look at that thing. No suspension, just balloon tires. Do you remember seeing those?
I remember riding those, yes.
These things,
They were fun though.
they were fun, but they were deadly because what people would do is you had no protection here. So when you would turn, you'd stick your leg out and then you'd run your leg over and break your ankle or something. That was a problem with them. Then they started coming out with guards that you could bolt on right here, and that guard would keep you from running over your leg. Basically, it came around like this, and your leg, if you stuck it out, it would go over the side, and you couldn't run your leg over. But I remember, man, people were breaking their legs like crazy. I had a buddy, Charlie Payton. I remember I took him to Pismo Beach one year, and he rode one, and that's what happened to him. I don't think he broke his leg, but I remember he hurt it. He stuck his leg out, and he hurt it. Because we had one, it was a 110. But the 110 at least had suspension on it, but didn't have anything on the back. It just had a suspension fork. All right, so let's move over to this side. So we have HRC Racing over here. So you got Jet Lawrence's bike over here, number 18. You can see right here, a replica, of course, of his bike. Nice. Showcase here. All right, then we move down over here. You can see This looks like a Indy car here. 1992 Lola T9200. Nice looking. GT5. No. That's it.
Oh,
That's the Civic right there. That ain't no Civic.
I just saw 74.
Nope. That's the Civic right there up top. All right. 2023 450 championship. You guys know who that was. Jet Lawrence. Of course, he's out right now with a broken ankle, but he'll be back soon. But yeah, check his bike out. The transmitter right here. I think this is when they're keeping track of those guys' laps when they're racing. That's what this is for right here on the bike. And they usually have lights on them. Remember how they have the lights set up? They probably just take them off. So you know it turns green and you know who's in first place. But yeah, so you got Pikes Peak up here, another Civic. 1996 Honda Renard right here. IndyCar. It's cool the way they have them stacked on top like this so you can see everything. Have the engine here. Acura. Of course, you know Acura is another brand of Honda. It's kind of like their top of the line. Then we move over here and we have another one of Jet Lawrence's bike. 2024 450 Supercross Champ. 2023 450 Supercross Champ. Guess who? 23. Chase Sexton. Yes. Now, of course, we know Chase has switched over to Kawasaki and won his first race, not last week, but the week before, because last week was a Triple Crown. But the week before that, I think it was Anaheim 2, or was it San Diego? I can't remember. Anaheim 2 or San Diego. I think it was San Diego that he won. But that was his first race win on the Kawasaki. But yeah, then we move over here. You can see some of the motors that they make. Pretty cool.
Bumblebee.
Yeah. That's the colors, huh? Man, this is nice. But yeah, this is pretty cool, you guys, when you can come into places like this. So take a look at this Acura right here. This is the RSX, but they also made a TSX. My sister had one of those for the longest time. It almost looked like this. But this is the Type S, which is a more sporty model. You know, it's got the wing on the back. It's probably got different suspension on it too and a more high-performance motor. But this is what I remember right now. These things are worth some money. The NSX that Acura made. These things are crazy. Let me see if they've got the... They don't have anything on this one to see what year it is. But I remember this one too, the NSX. Nice. All right, so let's go over here. So some of the other things, of course, that Honda makes, you guys. Weed whackers. All right. We know that they make motors, lawnmowers, boats. So here's one of their outboards right here that they make. 2016. Look at this one from 1964, you guys. So the difference between 1964 and 2016. Big difference, huh? It's got the belt right here. But yeah, Honda Marine. And this looks like a pump, some type of
We have some of these at the
pump.
mats.
Yeah. And you've got the weed whacker, of course, right here. Honda lawnmowers, been around for a while. And you've got the generators. You start with the big dog right here. Then you have the EU 3200i. Look at this right here, you guys. EM400 generator. Little bitty generator, 1974. Go down here. Look at this one, 1965. E300, keep going. Now this thing looks like a transistor radio. Look how small it is. 1964 E40 generator with a Sony portable TV. Wow. Isn't that crazy? And now let's go down to this one. 1960s chubby engine. Look at the size of that thing. So here's my hand. Look how small this thing is, you guys. Is that crazy or what? Look at the carburetor. See how small that thing is?
Tiny.
Wow. So cool. All right, here's some of their trophies. Case here.
That looks like the fun.
Yeah, it does, huh? It does. That's a concept car, so I don't know if it ever came out. It probably did, but this one's a concept. And then, of course, you got your gold wing. Yeah, pretty nice. All right, let's go over to the other side. All right, Scrambler, 1966. So, the first bike I ever had was a CL 125, or excuse me, 175 Honda. But it looked like this. It was a Scrambler. Pipes came up like this. My dad bought it. Then my dad gave it to my brothers. They thrashed it, ran it off a cliff in the river bottom. And then guess who else got it? Got it after that, I should say. I did. But you know, it was fun. That's when I started riding motocross. It all started on a bike like this that was a Scrambler. And then from there, I went up and started riding, I started riding Yamahas from there. Had a 125, YZ 125. Went from a YZ 125 to a 250 to a 465. But here it is, you guys. 1973 CR 250 Elsinore. Remember these, aluminum tank? These things were awesome, man, when they came out. They were just a bomb. You know, then Yamaha came out with their monoshock. Remember seeing those all over the place? All right, let's go in here. 1961 CB77. Super Hawk 305. This is what Mickey has right here, I think. Isn't this the one you have, Mickey, that your dad gave you? Yeah, Dream. 1967 CA78 Dream. I don't know if yours is this year, but it looks like this. Yeah. Then you have the Super Cub, 1962. Nice.
Look at how they advertise it. December 1963.
Yeah.
All the pictures. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
The history of Honda and Honda is the story of Honda Associates. Past and
Yeah, it's talking to you. It's giving you a little, you can sit down and here and have a little history, you know. Then you can watch over here on the screen.
guided by the words of our founder, Tsuchiro Honda, that the purpose of technology is to help people. Honda has continued to take on important challenges armed with one essential tool.
A lot of times you don't realize all the different things that these companies manufacture.
Yeah.
You know, like I never knew Kawasaki was into jets, into turbine motors, into what do you call those things? Storage containers. They make all that stuff. They're into so many things, and you think, you know, because we just ride motocross, you think, oh, they just make motorcycles. Oh, they make a lot more than that, just like Honda. You know, so many things that they make. So let's go over here for a minute. So Honda introduced several all-new motorcycles at its first national motorcycle dealer meeting in 1969, along with the N600 automobile, which would debut the following year. Wow. I remember these. I remember when those things were everywhere. I wanted one so bad. And now they've got the Honda, I think they call it the Monkey that they build now, which resembles that trail. I think that was called the Trail 70 or Trail 90 or something like that. I think it was a 70. So here's a look at some of the motors. So this one that you're looking at right now, all right, this is actually a 3-cylinder motor, you guys, 3-cylinder. So this was, it says the very first gasoline electric hybrid motor that was sold in the US. It was a 2000 Honda Insight, which achieved a 70 mile per gallon EPA highway fuel economy rating. Wow, 70 miles per gallon. But yeah, check that out. 3-cylinder. Pretty neat. Now this was a V6 that was in the 1988 Acura. C27A1, 2.7 liter V6 engine. It's neat when you can see them cut apart like this. You know, valve train, pistons, you can see how everything is. Double overhead cams right here. Pretty cool. Then we go on this side. This is your 4-cylinder right here. 1992, 2.3 liter engine. This was in the Prelude. Pretty neat. So this is a 4-cylinder with dual overhead cams. Then over here, 1977 CVCC engine. Honda's revolutionary compound vortex-controlled combustion. Engine technology helped put Honda firmly on the US auto market map from the mid-1970s. Take a look at this thing, you guys. Notice, carburetor, no fuel injection. This is back when you had the carburetors. Well, there you have it, guys. A tour of American Honda Motor Corporation. This is their corporate office in Torrance, California. If you guys are gearheads like me, you love dirt bikes, you love side-by-sides, you just love power sports. Come down and tour American Honda. Get out of my way. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Maddness. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and subscribe, and you know the story. I'll see you somewhere in the great outdoors. That's you.